Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 26th to March 3rd. This is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, and we're going to jump right into it. There is a really big aspect this week, and we are going to have the best weekend of February, and especially for you, Sagittarius. One of the reasons why is because the moon is going to be in Sagittarius all weekend long, and your ruling planet Jupiter is going to be highly active. So I want you to get really excited for the weekend, moving into what is it, February 29th to the March 2nd. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So we actually kick off this week on Tuesday is when things start happening. Okay, on Tuesday we got Mars squaring Jupiter. All right, this is it's a square. It's a little challenging. All I have to say is, like, if you feel like a big squeeze around this day, Mars is really aggressive, okay? Just, don't give up. Just keep going for the things that you want. There is likely something new happening for y'all. And it really is almost like go big or go home. It's like, this is the energy now, okay? So really run with that energy, especially with this square. I mean, you could feel really optimistic about something this day, and just remember to have like 1 foot on the ground around this time, because Mars is going to try to like push you. And you just don't want that. It's a square. It's a little challenging. Turn that square into a triangle. Have a little bit of compromise, right? Meet in the middle. Okay. Just keep that in mind. The reason why I'm harping on this a little more than I should is because what happens the next day. Okay. The next day is the big day. So Mars squaring Jupiter is kind of setting us up for Wednesday, February 28th. Okay. Really big day. We have the Saturn Cazimi, we have Mercury Cazimi, we have Saturn conjuncting Mercury. I mean, let me just tell you this, the easiest way to explain this, because we could be here for hours, Sagittarius. Do you really want to be here for hours with me? We could be here for hours. The biggest takeaway here is this is your time to have a reset, okay? This is your time. When Mercury and Saturn are in the heart of the sun, that's what a Cazimi is. That's a major, major alignment here. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Now, this is all happening in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, your fourth house, home. A lot of home activity. There's possibly something, something's got to give in terms of home, family, parents, children. There's something there, okay? Maybe even real estate. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe this is the day that you realize we need a bigger house. We just had a kid, or, we just got a dog. We need a house with a yard. There's a lot happening around this day. Now, the Mercury Cazimi, this is really great. It is a time where I want you to just really communicate. You could be having a lot of conversations around home around this time, or family matters or whatnot. Embrace these new ideas. That's what this is doing. Mercury's having this like refresh, right? Jumping in the lake, coming back out, feeling really good. This is what's happening. Remember, Mercury is all about communication, okay? Logic, thinking. So this is almost like a light bulb going off in your mind. And it's happening the same day that we have the Saturn Cazimi. Now, this is big. This is big. Remember, I talked about Saturn a little bit more than normal last week because we're leading up to this now. So you may be even thinking about like goals that you've been working hard toward, and it can have to do with home matters, family matters, domestic matters, especially if you're Sagittarius rising. I mean, of course it's going to affect all Sagittarius, but Sagittarius rising is going to feel a little bit more. But remember what I said, Saturn rewards you in the end. So this day you could feel like a big squeeze, but remember, it's your time to hit that reset button. Anything that you're just like, okay, I got the app on my phone. I'm going to hit the reset button. Today is the day. This is the day to do it, because it's almost like there's, you have this sense of accomplishment and goals. And now it's like, okay, what do I have to do to get there? And what am I going to do to leave the things behind that I need to leave behind, things that are making things harder for me. That's what Saturn is doing. Saturn tests you. Saturn limits you. So it's really, boom, hitting that reset button, okay? And then everything is going to be golden. I've been saying in other signs, think of this as like you building a time machine, okay? You're not going to get it right in the first time. You are absolutely not going to get a time machine right on the first time. And you know that, Sagittarius. Everybody knows that. So it's like Saturn testing you, right? It's like, okay, you going to get it this time. You're going to get it this time. Well, yeah, today you will, because you're going to realize the blue wire probably connects with the yellow wire, and there you go. You got your time machine. Now go to the future. Go see yourself sitting up there with, on top of the mountain and, with, your gold chains and, the dogs around you, the way that you picture yourself in the future, right? Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. And you know it now, okay? Because you hit this reset button. All right. So there may be, just to clarify, you may be getting really serious about the way that you're thinking about things especially around home, domestic matters, significant other things like that. But really, really, really finding, having this one shot. Saturn Kazemi happens once a year. This is your time. Okay. So having this one shot to really, really make it be known. This is how you're going to play the game and how you're going to achieve your goals. All right, Sagittarius. So there is definitely going to be something that you are going to think about, like, okay, I got to change this. And so you're going to move forward with that. Now, on the 29th, Mercury will sextile Jupiter. And so we're now moving into the best weekend of February. So Mercury sextiling Jupiter is absolutely amazing. I 1000% love this. This is a really great day to sign, okay? Sign contracts. Sign that lease. If you're moving, sign whatever, new job, new project, new assignments. Jupiter is in your sixth house. Join that gym, sign that contract for the gym. Sixth house does rule everyday activities, a lot of work related matters, but also health and fitness, maybe even getting a dog or a pet. The sixth house does rule pets as well. So, really, but, in general, just a really good day to have a job interview, to negotiate, to have an important conversation. You have Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune, on your side this day. All right. So keep that in mind. This is a great time to sign. And there are no planets retrograde. No, there are none. Okay. You're in the clear. Now, this is happening on Thursday. Now, on Friday, March 1st, Sun moving into the Sun, sextiling Jupiter. This is absolutely amazing. This is 1000%. Sextiles are very harmonious. This is a harmonious moment with the sun and the planet of good luck, good fortune, expansion, profit, all of the good stuff. So it's a very special weekend. Okay. It's a very special weekend. You can find a lot of luck this day. Have a lot of joy. Also remember the moon will be in your sign over the weekend. So that's just fun. You could be very adventurous this weekend. You could, maybe even do some travel. You could even get in touch with have some Zen moments with your spirituality. But this is just really, really, really nice and refreshing coming after, the Kazemi, which can be a little So I love this weekend for y'all. With that said, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you for February 26th to March 3rd. Again, this is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to if you want more insight in those areas of your life. So Sagittarius, let's get started. Let's do it. Now, Sagittarius, like I said earlier, I did not say anything earlier, but I did not say this earlier, but I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does offer the best overview in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we'll pull clarifiers. Secondly, Sagittarius, y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. I really want you to see it to your future. Nostradamus was a Sagittarius. I tell y'all that before. Yeah, you got it in you. And you're good. Oh, wow. Look at you. This is going to be a big week. This is going to be a big week. It's going to be a big week. Look at all court cards and major arcanas. Other than one of them, it's very significant, big pivotal week for you. All right. So I really want you to have those new ideas and have those breakthroughs, because it does seem like you may not feel that you may feel like things are but you're going to be fine. You got the Page of Swords. Really nice. I love the fact that you got the Page of Swords. This is really, I love the way that this week kicks off because the Page of Swords, remember, swords are the mental suit. And so remember, Mercury is very, very active. Okay. And so, again, having those conversations, even thinking about things and, bringing, like I said last week, some, sense of like reality into, the things that you want, the dreams that you have, especially in Pisces season. It's not just Saturn. Okay. It's not just Saturn, and Mercury and Pisces. It's Neptune and the Sun too. 4 planets. We're about to have more planets join Pisces. But in any case, and that's again all your 4th house. But Page of Swords, this is really great because it does seem like there is this enthusiasm to move forward. There's this enthusiasm you have. There's a lot of new stuff. I mean, this week you may have a new thought, new idea that you're really going with, or one that you already have, maybe like a new angle to it. But there is a sense of like you sponging things up now. You really wanting to absorb something new that could be coming into your life. Pages are the newbies, by the way, and also they're messengers. Okay, so it could be like, again, like you could kick off this week with a very important conversation, something that gets you thinking about things, or there could even be a message that you receive that you're like, okay, like this is what I needed to hear. I'm moving with it now. Now, Knight of Wands. Wow. Look at you, Sagittarius. Very interesting that you got the Knight of Wands in the heart of your spread, especially because the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. So you got your own card in the heart of your spread, and this is this is fire on fire. This is double fire. Knights are fire, wands are fire. I mean, look at what's coming out of his helmet, right? So this is really nice. There's a sense of like transformative energy that's happening. The Knight of Swords, all the males in the court cards for the wand suit, they're all very transformative. They're all seeking this transformation, deep transformation, even like a sense of like resurrection that comes with a Knight of Wands. You even see the pyramids in the background. I call them resurrection machines, but this is someone who's just like driven. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm going after my passions. I'm going after my dreams. I'm going, I'm moving forward with these new ideas that I have. Even like, the wands are these big ideas that you have, and the wands are also work related. So a lot of forward momentum in terms of work, things that you're even feeling deep down in your bones, like energetically. You're like, okay, I really want this now. I'm going to go for it. Nothing's going to stop me. Use the Saturn Cazimi to your advantage. Okay, this is really nice. This is really great. You got the 3 of Cups in your challenge area. What's going on with some friends? What's going on with some friends, Sagittarius? Or maybe something, here's the thing. Well, maybe you don't. That's why I'm here to tell you. Okay. The North Node moved into your 5th house. The South Node moved into Libra in your 11th house. There are some friends, maybe groups, organizations you belong to that you're just leaving behind now. It's like, or putting, to an end to some of them. But it does look like this week in particular, there may be a sense of like, you may have a moment with some friends. You may have something where you're just like, okay, let me figure this out. It could be family members too. Remember I said it on Tuesday, Mars squaring Jupiter, all right? Mars is still in Aquarius, and so is Venus. That's your 3rd house, okay? And so the 3rd house does rule like siblings and aunts and uncles, cousins, neighbors, things like that. But also, Aquarius is like the humanitarian. And anyway, so this is saying that there may be something that's a little sideways when it comes to friends or people like family members. There could be something that you were really hoping for as well that hasn't come through yet. Keyword being yet, because remember, this is a weekly reading. So it's just saying that there may be like, that could be the squeeze this week. There could be something that you're celebrating or been wanting to celebrate. Hasn't happened yet. It will. But just this week, just keep an eye on that. Okay. Keep an eye on that, because this is all about celebration. But at the core of the card, it really is like bonding and growing. So don't hold any grudges this week, and just really move forward. And just, I don't want you to feel, I want you to grow and not be like stagnant. Right now, you got the Tower in your crown. So this kind of amplifies that. I really want you to communicate this week. I mean, you did get these 2 swords here too. So, and the reason I say that is because not only did you get the 3 of Cups in your challenge area, all about communicating. So definitely communicate this week. Okay. Well, with it being with friends and family and stuff like that. But you did get the Tower, which is attributed to Mars. Mars is in Aquarius. Okay. So again, there could be something that's happening because there's so much energy and activity around family matters, parents, children, things at home. Okay. The foundations of your life. There could be something where you're just like I did not see this coming. And you could have a moment this week where I am feeling more, it's like you in your head seeing like, okay, there is a sense of, okay, something definitely I have to clear the decks here. Okay. Now, this is so appropriate during the week of a Saturn Cazimi. Remember what I said. There is, this reset. There's something that you're just, something that may be burdensome for you, where you're recognizing this week. I've got to burn this down, build it up. Okay. No matter whatever it takes to make it work, I got to make it work. Even if that means I have to just start from scratch. Okay. It is going to be something that you're really going to have big thoughts about. The Tower, by the way, I always have to remind you, sure, it's a card of like chaos, destruction. You see the people falling out of the tower, the lightning striking the tower. Here's the thing. Two things here, actually, another message coming through. But like the first things first, the Tower moment, it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. Okay. This is a card where it's, what comes after the Tower? The Star, right? Healing, wisdom, stars aligning for you. Secondly, you see the Tower still standing. Sure, the two people are falling, but they're going to hit the ground. They're going to hit the ground and be like, okay, they're getting back up. And like, okay, what? Okay. Now the Tower's, been struck. Now, how do I rebuild this? Right. So it really is. There's so many signs in this card that allude to the actual tree of life. And so there is a sense of this is fated as well. The last thing I'm going to say, with Pluto, Mars, and Venus in Aquarius, still was just Pluto too, by the way. But a lot of that Aquarius energy, but like with Mars being there, and Mars is, as I mentioned, like the ruler for Aries, and Aries comes from like the god of war. So there's this like aggressive side to Mars. But I'm going to show you something here. There's still that like intensity when it comes to like egos at play and whatnot. You can see the crown being knocked off the tower, right? You see the lightning striking the crown off the tower. So there is also a sense of like ego, like maybe, and I'm not saying that you have like a big ego or anything, but there is something where it's like maybe your ego could be getting in the way of something, where you're like, no, I'm not going to budge on this. I'm not going to change on this. Or it could be someone else as well, or someone that is part of your life that it's like, we've got to let our egos down and discuss this. Again, I'm not saying that you have an ego or any, I mean, but literally every person we have egos, right? But not saying that you have a big ego or anything, but I'm just saying that with this in your crown, there is a sense of just recognizing that. Is there something that I'm just being like about that may be something that you have to like reconsider this week with that Saturn Kazemi that is that reset for you. Now, lastly, you have the Hermit in your future. And so everything is leading to you having this really nice, like full of wisdom energy. All right. So you're really moving toward that. Oh, you did. Sorry. You got the Knight of Swords as well. Okay. You got the Knight of Swords, which is really great. So you got these two knights here, a lot of action. You see looking down your cross, and then the majority of it's just so much action here. It's going to be a very active week. Don't forget, Jupiter is very active this week as well. And Jupiter and Uranus, by the way, are in your sixth house. And it's such a, it's just a lot of stuff happening, okay, with the sixth house. Now, the Hermit in your future, again, this is really, really, really nice. It's a sense of you seeing things, okay? You seeing things, but also in order to see things, right, you have to go within. Oh, that's what the Hermit's here for. Think about the medieval times, all right? This is a big deal. It's a big deal, the Hermit. Think about the medieval times when tarot did come out. People would trek for weeks to get sage wisdom from the Hermit. Lived in some cave. This is just really being rooted, really being grounded, really listening to your inner voice and doing that soul searching to know, to be prepared, to know that you're on the right path and to see that future for yourself. Okay. And in order to do that, you really have to go within. Sure, he has a lantern. Okay. And that's great, but you can only see so far with lantern light, right? What do you see? Like 10 feet in front of you, 20 feet in front of you. In order to see further than that, you got to go within the lights inside you. All right. But again, gray in tarot is wisdom. And you know, this card is all gray. So you're moving in this direction of something happening this week where you could find that there's this charge about you this week, but there is something where it is going to be, and I feel like, again, a lot of you in your head about something, maybe even internalizing some things a little bit more than you should, when you should just be going here, right? Or even like your pineal gland, intuition, your third eye, your sixth sense. So really move into that area of your life. It seems like you will. It seems like you are going to have a nice little time and a lot of it could be career too. You know, Virgo does rule your 10th house. So that could be some of y'all, reassessing things in career as well. That may be a big thing, especially because we did just have that full moon in Virgo. Now let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, y'all, come on, y'all make me smile. Hey, if you like this reading, by the way, be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. What is going on? What's happening? And y'all are amazing. Thanks for being here. Y'all are and you're good as you're good AF. You're good AF. Wow. Okay, so hello. Look at what we've got here. I mean, you see your entire spread. Court cards, major arcana. The only one that's not is in your challenge area. And that one is more of just like, what I said about like there could be something going sideways with like friends, something you want to celebrate. But it could even be just for you, like looking at everything now. There is a sense of maybe like having this moment. Sure, there may be something going on up here and having this moment to just celebrate life. Okay. You're good. But this is, Sagittarius, I can't even begin to tell you, this is one of your biggest spreads. Again, I just had you to point out, other than what's in your challenge area, it's all court cards, all major arcanas. I mean, I feel like this is maybe the only time this has ever happened, and I've been doing tarot for a really, really long time. Let's get started. Wow. You got strength. You've got it too. So remember what I said. Go within. All right. Go within. And it seems like you want to. I feel like this week you're going to really want to pull into like, what gives you that strength? Ask yourself that. Where do I find that source of strength? Is it God? Is it the universe? Is it, my dog? Is it my children? Is it my favorite, Hermes bag? Whatever it is, you do you, Sagittarius, but wherever you find that strength, this is the week to really tap into it, because you're going to be able to do anything you want. You're going to be able to conquer anything. Okay. Speaking of that mountain that I talked about earlier, you see that mountain here in the strength card as well. But even still, this is really going within, especially with a hermit in your future. Now you got strength. And the reason why I bring that up is because strength is Leo. This card is attributed to Leo. You even see that lion here. Leo rules your 9th house of spirituality. So this is really great. I really love this for you because you also got the sun here. I mean, you know what I'm going to say. So have you ever gotten a tarot reading, Sagittarius? Have you ever gotten a Sagittarius reading? Anyway, I'm gonna never do that again. The sun is the biggest yes in tarot. It came in your external factors area. So this is like the sun just shining all this light into your life right now. Okay, this week, it's like you have the full power of the sun. The sun is, listen, you and me and everyone on this planet, Sagittarius, we're all alive because of the sun. Our solar system exists because of the sun. I mean, That's how significant the sun is, and it is the most powerful symbol in tarot. I mean, you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. You know what I talked about, like going within and everything. We're all made of energy. I always talk about energy and vibrating at a high frequency. You see the frequency coming out of the sun here. This is what you're going to feel. Okay. Hold on to that energy this week. It's like the sun is going to just give you all this power. It's going to give you all this power. The sun rules the sun. It's strength, Leo, by the way, too. So, I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good here. There's a lot of innocence and opportunity and optimism and vitality and growth and victory. There's so much here in the sun card. It's almost like you're protected. You're protected through whatever you're going through. So you're going to be fine because you also got the Ace of Swords. You do want this breakthrough. It's clear as day because not only did you get the Ace of Swords, you got the Queen of Swords in your final outcome, but you also got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. In your main spread, you moving toward this breakthrough. It's almost like that's all you want this week, and you're gonna have it. And whether you have to like burn it down, build it up, you're gonna have it. You're gonna have it your way. All right, Sagittarius. So let me just remind you. You got the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords. The only sword, I mean, you're missing the King of Swords, but that's 4 out of 5. So that's another rare thing here. Come on. Come on. How often? You ever gotten that before? No. Come on. This is really big. This is really big. Queen of Swords in your final outcome, you're going to have that clarity. She is so headstrong too. She's so headstrong. She has so much power, so much authority, and it really is that clarity, right? It is just, when I say she's headstrong, by the way, this is a queen where she's left all emotions at the door. All right. This is all about intellect, seeing just looking for the truth, nothing but the truth, finding it. The sword pointed straight to the sky, like the Ace of Swords here. That's true perception, but leaving emotions at the door is the big deal because she's not letting emotions cloud her judgment, right? So you're good. You're good. Remember, have that breakthrough this week. That's what that reset button's for, okay? With that Saturn Kazemi, and then you're moving into this wonderful, abundant, amazing weekend with moon in your side. Sagittarius, you're like, I honestly do not know this is like. A, you don't need any clarifiers. B, this is a very significant spread where it's all court cards and major arcanas other than this one. And then you have 4 out of the 5 sword suits. And, swords are the mental suit. So, a week where Mercury is very active anyway, it's like your thinking, your communication is going to be big for you. Remember I said that, like, communication is got to be really, really, really big. Okay. You're going to also possibly make some decisions, but it's all about really just going within and tapping into your intuitive side. That's going to make a big difference. And especially if you find yourself here a lot, go here or in here, right? Your pineal gland. But you're good. You're fine. It seems like there is going to be some truths that come out, and it could be personal truths for you as well in terms of what you need moving forward. But you're completely protected here. You're fine. You're good. You're good. You're good. Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Hey, y'all, next week I do March. Whoa, we're in March. Holy cow. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. The other thing that I was going to say that I meant to say, remember what I was talking about, how you had your South Node move into your 11th house. So there may be some like friends or, a group you belong to, organization you belong to, something, or even it's something that may be like coming to an end, or you're just like, okay, you've moved on from this. And a lot of it can just be organic or whatnot. We have our first eclipse next month. That's in Libra in your 11th house. Something's ending. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. All right. Thanks so much, Sagittarius. I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.